Kirk Frost, the man who's become a permanent headline in the world of reality TV scandals, is making waves once again. Just when the dust seemed to settle between him and longtime wife Rasheeda, a new storm has erupted, threatening to shatter whatever peace remained in the Frost household. Social media exploded last night when Jasmine Washington, yes, that Jasmine, dropped a shocking, cryptic baby shower video on her private story. Within minutes, it was leaked, shared, and dissected by fans who believe this isn't just a cute baby post. It's a direct message to Kirk Frost. And possibly, to Rasheeda. In the video, pink and blue decorations float in the background. A glowing Jasmine poses beside a cake that reads Baby Frost #2. And a blurred-out man, unmistakably resembling Kirk, is seen standing in the shadows, smiling. The internet did what it does best. It zoomed, enhanced, and speculated. And the verdict: fans are convinced that Kirk has done it again. Cheated, lied, and this time, he may have fathered a second child with Jasmine. The timing couldn't be more suspicious. Just weeks ago, Rasheeda posted a heartfelt anniversary message to Kirk, praising their journey and battles overcome. She wrote, "We've been through it all, and we're stronger for it." But fans now wonder, did she know this bomb was about to drop? Emotions are running high across the fanbase. Some are defending Rasheeda, calling her the queen of forgiveness, while others are demanding she finally walk away. Meanwhile, Jasmine's video continues to trend as conspiracy theories flood TikTok and YouTube, all asking the same question. Is Kirk really the father of this new baby? This isn't just another drama. This could be the end of a reality TV dynasty, or the beginning of a whole new chapter no one saw coming. Stay with us, because we're about to unpack every detail of this explosive situation: the betrayal, the secrets, the hidden messages, and the possible downfall of Kirk and Rasheeda's long and controversial love story. You won't believe how deep this goes. The air was thick with tension as the leaked video of Jasmine's baby shower circulated like wildfire across every corner of social media. Fans couldn't stop replaying it, pausing at key moments, analyzing every blurred figure, every whispered laugh, every balloon color, searching desperately for answers. The central question on everyone's mind wasn't just, is Jasmine pregnant again? That was already evident, but is Kirk Frost the father again? And if so, how could he let history repeat itself so shamelessly? It wasn't long before the love and hip-hop community began sounding alarms, urging Rasheeda to wake up and see what the world was already screaming: that the man she had forgiven, stood by, rebuilt with may have betrayed her once more. This wasn't some petty rumor spun out of thin air. This was Jasmine Washington, bold and glowing, standing under a glittering Baby Frost sign, casually sipping juice from a champagne glass while her phone camera caught everything, including a man in a designer hoodie and gold chain who looked way too familiar. Viewers swore it was Kirk. The posture, the watch, the smirk. A blurred moment of him placing a hand on Jasmine's lower back was all it took to ignite the internet. Suddenly, old wounds began bleeding again. Clips of Kirk's past cheating, scandals resurfaced, Rasheeda's emotional breakdowns, her tears. The way she had fought to keep her family together after learning that Jasmine had once carried Kirk's child. It all came flooding back. Fans felt protective, outraged, betrayed on her behalf. Rasheeda deserves better, flooded the comments under her latest Instagram post. In that post, ironically, Rasheeda had shared a picture of her and Kirk at a restaurant, smiling like nothing in the world could break them. But behind those filtered photos was something much darker brewing. Sources close to Jasmine whispered that this pregnancy had not been accidental, that the two had been meeting discreetly for months, that Jasmine had proof receipts, messages, and even voice recordings of Kirk begging her to keep things quiet just a little longer. And if that weren't messy enough, rumors began swirling that Jasmine's inner circle had planned the entire baby shower leak, that it wasn't an accident at all, but a calculated strike, a power move to shake Rasheeda's world once more. And it was working. Back in Atlanta, Rasheeda reportedly locked herself in her studio for hours after the video went viral. No statements. No responses. Just silence. But friends say she was far from calm. One friend, who asked not to be named, claimed Rasheeda screamed at Kirk over the phone, demanding to know if it was true. "Did you do this to me again? Are you out of your mind?" she allegedly shouted. Kirk, caught off guard, denied it all. "That's not me in that video," he insisted. "You know Jasmine, she's always pulling stunts." But Rasheeda wasn't buying it. Not this time. Meanwhile, Jasmine was thriving in the chaos. On her Instagram story, she posted cryptic messages, The truth always comes out, and some people never change. Her followers, half furious and half gleeful, speculated in the comments, pressing her for details. Was Kirk really involved? Was he supporting her during this pregnancy? Who was the man in the video if not him? But Jasmine kept her lips sealed, only posting selfies of her glowing bump and glimpses of a luxury nursery setup. Everything about her vibe screamed one message loud and clear: I've got nothing to hide. To add more fuel to the fire, a behind-the-scenes voice note began circulating, a supposed clip of Kirk talking to a Jay about doing the right thing this time, and not making the same mistakes. The voice sounded eerily like Kirk. The mannerisms, the speech pattern. This time we're going to do it right. The voice said. I'll be there, just not yet. You know I can't afford another mess right now. The internet pounced. It was almost too perfect. If true, it meant Kirk had known all along that he had betrayed Rasheeda, not just emotionally, but strategically, hiding another pregnancy, another secret life, while pretending to be the perfect husband. Love and hip-hop producers stayed quiet, but fans speculated this drama would be the central storyline in the upcoming season. And that it wouldn't be scripted, it would be heartbreakingly real. Insiders whispered that Rasheeda had refused filming for now, demanding space to deal with the emotional storm privately. She's embarrassed. She's devastated. She feels played, said one associate from her cosmetics team. She thought this chapter was closed. She thought she'd survived the worst. But had she? Or was this only the beginning of yet another chapter in the twisted saga of Kirk, Rasheeda, and Jasmine? As the video reached over 5 million views on YouTube and trended across Twitter and TikTok, more people began stepping forward. One user claimed they had seen Kirk and Jasmine having dinner 2 months ago in Miami. Another swore they saw him entering Jasmine's apartment late at night just a few weeks before the baby shower. Each new post added layers to the scandal, turning speculation into something that felt disturbingly close to confirmation. But despite all the noise, Kirk remained suspiciously quiet. No posts, no live videos, no tweets, just complete silence, the kind that speaks louder than denial ever could. And fans noticed. Kirk's silence is deafening. One tweet read, "If he wasn't guilty, he'd be screaming it from the rooftops." Still, there was one person who had yet to make a move. Rasheeda, and as fans waited, biting their nails and refreshing her page, they couldn't help but wonder, would she finally leave? Or would she do what she's always done? Rise above the drama and hold her family together no matter the cost. But even the strongest woman has her limits. And if the rumors were true, if Kirk had indeed gotten Jasmine pregnant again, after everything Rasheeda had endured, then this time, the consequences would be far more severe. Because this time, Rasheeda wasn't just fighting for her marriage, she was fighting for her dignity, her identity, her peace, and maybe, just maybe, for revenge. The world waited for her next move. And somewhere in the background, Jasmine kept smiling, her belly growing, her secrets unfolding one baby shower balloon at a time. The tension in the Frost household was no longer just speculation. It was real, raw, and boiling beneath the surface. After nearly a week of total silence, Rasheeda finally emerged from her self-imposed isolation. But it wasn't with a carefully written statement or a composed video. It was a single Instagram post, a photo of her standing alone on a quiet beach at sunset, facing the ocean, her caption reading only, "Trust is fragile, and so is patience." The post garnered over 500,000 likes in 2 hours and thousands of comments ranging from heartbreak to encouragement to sheer outrage. Fans knew this wasn't just a mood post. It was a message, and it wasn't vague at all. Rasheeda was hurting, and everyone could feel it. Back at home, sources claimed that Kirk had tried everything to control the situation. He allegedly begged Rasheeda to believe him, told her that the video was old, that the man in the background wasn't him, that Jasmine was staging the entire thing to reignite her 15 minutes of fame. But Rasheeda wasn't convinced. This time, the evidence felt heavier, more undeniable. Her gut was screaming what her heart refused to accept, that Kirk had fallen into the same mess once again. The betrayal, the lies, the hidden meetings. It all smelled too familiar. To make matters worse, Jasmine wasn't backing down. In fact, she was just getting started. On a live stream with a friend, she laughed off the rumors with a smug smirk and a carefully rehearsed nonchalance. "I mean, y'all can believe what you want," she said, "but the truth always finds its way out." Her eyes sparkled with mischief. Her voice dripped with suggestion. Viewers flooded the comments, asking the one question she refused to answer: is Kirk the father of this baby too? Her refusal to deny it was taken as confirmation. Fans clipped the live stream and sent it viral. Influencers reacted. Blogs wrote entire threads. And just when it felt like the situation couldn't possibly spiral any further, an anonymous DM was sent to a popular gossip account. The message read, "If you think that's Kirk's only secret, just wait. He's been seeing someone else too. Jasmine is just one of the messes he's juggling." Attached to the message was a grainy photo of Kirk entering a hotel lobby late at night with a woman who was definitely not Jasmine and definitely not Rasheeda. The internet lost its mind. New theories exploded. Was Kirk cheating on both Rasheeda and Jasmine now? Was this new woman another baby mother waiting to be revealed? Or was it just more manipulation from Jasmine's side to push Rasheeda over the edge? Whatever the truth, one thing was certain. Kirk Frost was now the most hated man on reality TV, again. Meanwhile, Rasheeda had stopped answering calls. Even her closest friends said she had gone numb. She's exhausted. One friend told a local blogger, "She's been holding this family together with both hands for years, and now she's just letting go. I think she's done." But being done wasn't that simple. There were businesses tied together, children involved, a public brand built on their marriage. Leaving Kirk wouldn't just mean walking away from a man, it would mean tearing down an empire. Still, Rasheeda wasn't the only one facing a crossroad. Jasmine, emboldened by the attention and certain of her position, began teasing an interview. "There's a lot I haven't said," she told her followers, "but it's time. People think they know what happened. They don't." That same day, she posted a selfie from what looked like a glam dressing room, tagged with the caption, "Camera ready." Fans speculated it was for a sit-down with a popular reality TV host known for unfiltered interviews. And if that was true, the world was about to hear Jasmine's side in full. No edits, no scripts. Kirk, facing mounting pressure, finally resurfaced, but not to clear the air. Instead, he posted a photo of himself at the gym with a cryptic caption, "Sometimes, silence is the loudest answer." It backfired immediately. Fans flooded the comments, demanding answers. "You owe Rasheeda more than silence." One comment read, another said, "You had one job, be loyal. And you couldn't even manage that." The backlash was swift and brutal. For every fan that once supported the couple's journey through infidelity and forgiveness, there were now 10 who felt betrayed for believing in a redemption arc that might never have existed. And while the world spiraled in confusion, disbelief, and anger, Rasheeda's sons remained out of the public eye. But insiders revealed the family was shaken. "The kids know," a source close to the family revealed. "They're old enough, and it's affecting everyone." Rasheeda's mom is furious. She's urging her daughter to leave. She's saying, "You gave him grace. Now give yourself peace." The family, once a symbol of resilience, now felt like it was hanging by a thread. But it wasn't just Rasheeda's inner circle rallying around her. Celebrities began chiming in too. A fellow Love and Hip Hop cast member tweeted, "Rasheeda deserves the world. That woman has fought enough battles. Time to choose her for once." Another former co-star posted a video supporting her, saying, "It's not weakness to walk away, it's strength. And Rasheeda has more strength than anyone I know." And yet, even as the calls for Rasheeda to leave Kirk grew louder, fans couldn't look away. They were addicted to the chaos, waiting for the next twist, the next confession, the next lie to unravel. And there was plenty left to uncover. Jasmine's baby shower video, which was now confirmed to have been recorded just 2 weeks ago, showed details previously overlooked. A glimpse of a gold chain with a distinctive pendant that Kirk had been photographed wearing countless times before. A familiar pair of designer sneakers, a voice in the background calling her babe, in a tone strikingly similar to Kirk's. All of it built a case, too strong to ignore. And Rasheeda knew it. Her silence wasn't weakness, it was strategy. Behind closed doors, she had begun quietly separating finances, meeting with lawyers, and pulling her name from certain contracts. She wasn't going to explode. She was going to execute calmly, quietly, and thoroughly. Because if Kirk thought she'd be broken this time, he didn't know the new Rasheeda. But she wasn't done grieving. In the privacy of her own room, away from the lights, the fans, and the cameras, she cried. Not just over Kirk's betrayal, but over the years she had given, the chances she had extended, and the belief she had clung to that he would never hurt her again. That maybe, just maybe, love was stronger than temptation. She cried for her children, who deserved stability. For the business she had built with a man who turned out to be her deepest wound. And then, she stood up, dried her tears, and began making calls. What came next wasn't rage, it was precision. Rasheeda was done playing the fool, and Jasmine had no idea what was coming. Because this wasn't just another scandal. It was war. And Rasheeda had nothing left to lose. Rasheeda's quiet storm was gaining momentum behind the scenes. Even as the public remained fixated on Jasmine's glittery distraction, while fans debated screenshots and reshared blurry images of Kirk at the baby shower, Rasheeda was moving, with intention. Her first step was subtle but powerful. She removed Frost from her social media handle. To the casual viewer, it seemed like nothing. But her loyal followers noticed immediately. Did she just drop his last name? One fan commented. Within minutes, blogs were posting about it. Rasheeda Frost is now just Rasheeda, the headlines read, followed by thousands of retweets and comments of support. It was the first concrete sign that something had broken inside her. Something that wouldn't be fixed with an apology this time. Meanwhile, Jasmine appeared completely She continued posting daily, showing off her baby bump and hinting at life changes in her captions. On a live stream, she coyly addressed a fan's question. Do you still talk to Kirk? Her answer, let's just say, I don't chase, I attract. The smugness of her delivery sent shockwaves through viewers. People began to suspect she felt invincible, untouchable even. And perhaps she was. After all, she had pulled Kirk back into her orbit once before. Who's to say she hadn't done it again? But Jasmine's confidence was about to be tested. A new voice entered the chaos. Kirk's ex-business partner and former close friend, Marcus Dillard. He released a 30-minute podcast episode titled The Frost Files, What You Haven't Heard. And what he revealed added an entirely new layer to the scandal. According to Marcus, Kirk had been slipping for months. He was moving different, Marcus said. Always checking to phones. Disappearing during meetings. I asked him one day if he was seeing Jasmine again, and he just laughed. The episode went viral within hours. Fans pulled quotes, shared clips, and demanded accountability. Marcus claimed Kirk had even joked about keeping the new baby off the grid to avoid backlash. He said he couldn't afford to mess up the Rasheeda brand again, Marcus continued. But he was playing with fire. This bombshell wasn't just damning, it was confirmation from someone inside Kirk's world. And it didn't stop there. Marcus claimed Kirk had been secretly funneling money into a separate account, one not shared with Rasheeda. The implication was clear: Kirk had been planning for fallout. That meant the betrayal wasn't just emotional. It was financial, strategic, and premeditated. For Rasheeda, who had built her brand with grit and loyalty, it was the ultimate betrayal. She responded not with drama, but with power. The next day, she posted a video walking through her storefront, greeting employees, smiling with customers. But there was a sharpness to her gaze, a fire behind her calm. When you've built it yourself, you don't fear losing a partner. Her caption read. The message was loud and clear. She wasn't going anywhere, but maybe Kirk was. Meanwhile, Jasmine's world was beginning to crack. Another anonymous source reached out to a major gossip blogger, claiming that Kirk hadn't been in touch with Jasmine in weeks. She staged that baby shower alone. The source alleged that video was for the public, not for Kirk. He stopped responding once the rumors picked up. The theory shifted again. Was Jasmine actually pregnant with someone else's child, and using Kirk for relevance? Or was Kirk distancing himself to avoid another media disaster? Whatever the truth, the one thing everyone agreed on was this: the mess was only getting messier. The producers of Love and Hip Hop could no longer stay silent. A teaser clip dropped on their official account, showing Rasheeda in an emotional confessional. Though brief, her words sent fans into a frenzy. I gave my everything. And I got nothing but lies back, she said, tears brimming in her eyes. This time, I'm not fixing anything. This time, he's the one who needs to fix it or lose me for good. The clip ended with her walking out of frame, slamming a door behind her. The message was unmistakable. Rasheeda was done, but Kirk wasn't. He finally broke his silence with a live video late at night. Sitting in his car, eyes heavy, voice low, he addressed the rumors. Y'all want answers, right? Fine. I messed up again. I didn't mean for this to get out of hand. But Jasmine and we've had history. Things got complicated. Fans were stunned. Was this a confession, a confirmation, or just damage control? He continued, I never stopped loving Rasheeda. But I ain't perfect. I've made mistakes. And I'll spend every day trying to fix him. The comments exploded. Some fans called him brave for admitting it. Others tore him apart for doing it in the first place. But one comment stood out. "You didn't just make a mistake, you made a choice." Again, Jasmine, clearly watching, responded instantly. In a post, she wrote, "Funny how some men confess only after they lose control, but hey, keep performing." Screenshots circulated. Jasmine seemed angry, possibly betrayed herself. Had Kirk promised her more than he gave? Was she expecting him to leave Rasheeda for good this time? The triangle had fractured into a battlefield, and the fans were watching every move like hawks. Then came the twist no one saw coming. A DNA test result was leaked in anonymous email sent to a celebrity news outlet with one page attached. The sender claimed it proved that Kirk wasn't the father of Jasmine's new baby. The test had been conducted weeks ago, allegedly under Kirk's request, and the result was clear: 0.00% probability of paternity. If true, everything would shift. The betrayal would still sting, but the narrative would change. Rasheeda's world might not have been shattered after all. But could trust ever be rebuilt after this kind of storm? Jasmine was quick to deny the document. "Fake news," she posted. "People will do anything to protect an image. You can't delete the truth with lies." But she didn't offer her own proof. No test results. No receipts. Just more mystery. And more questions. Rasheeda, now back in the spotlight, remained calm, composed, but in private. Sources say she was furious at the attempt to manipulate her once more. She wants to see the real results, a friend shared. She's not accepting any emailed screenshots. If it's true, fine. If not, she's ready to take this to court. That's when the conversation changed again. This wasn't just about betrayal anymore. It was about legal action, custody, and public reputation. The courthouse, in downtown Atlanta, buzzed with an unusual energy that morning. Camera crews lined the steps, fans gathered behind yellow rope barriers, and bloggers refreshed their live feeds, eager to catch even a glimpse of what was about to go down. Rasheeda had filed a formal paternity challenge, not just to seek the truth but to reclaim control of a narrative that had spun out of her hands. Her legal team arrived early, faces stone cold, documents in hand. Moments later, Kirk pulled up in a black SUV, stepping out in silence, eyes hidden behind dark sunglasses. He didn't wave. He didn't smile. He knew the world was watching, and this time, there was nowhere to hide. Inside the courtroom, the tension was suffocating. Jasmine walked in last, dressed in designer from head to toe. Bump clearly visible beneath her bodycon dress, a confident smirk playing on her lips. But something in her posture betrayed her, perhaps the knowledge that the man she had dragged back into the headlines was no longer standing beside her. Kirk avoided eye contact. Rasheeda didn't even look up. The distance between them spoke volumes. The judge's voice cut through the room like a blade. The paternity test, conducted by an independent lab, had been verified and officially entered into the record. Kirk Frost, according to the document, was not the father of Jasmine's unborn child. The room fell into stunned silence. Jasmine's smile dropped, just barely. Rasheeda blinked, slowly, her jaw tightening, but she didn't speak. She didn't need to. The truth had spoken for her. Outside, chaos erupted. Fans couldn't believe it. The blogs exploded. So it was all a lie. Did Jasmine fake this whole thing? Why would she do this again? Theories ran wild. Some claimed Jasmine had tried to reignite her fame. Others insisted Kirk had paid to alter the results. But the court had confirmed the test's authenticity. The ruling was airtight. Kirk wasn't the father. And yet, the damage was done. The baby wasn't his, but the betrayal still was. Private messages between Kirk and Jasmine leaked during the legal process revealed a different kind of affair. Emotional, manipulative. Kirk had been involved. Maybe not in the pregnancy, but definitely in Jasmine's life. The texts showed weeks of late-night conversations, confessions of missing her, memories of when things were easier. One message even read, "If things were different, maybe we could have had that family." Kirk didn't need to be the father to be guilty. Back at home, Rasheeda sat in her kitchen, her phone buzzing non-stop. Her mother arrived, arms full of takeout, trying to soften the moment. But Rasheeda's face stayed blank. "It wasn't his," she finally said. "But it could have been. That's the part I can't forgive." Her mother nodded silently, knowing better than to offer hollow comfort. Rasheeda had made her decision long before the court ruling. The test just confirmed what her heart had already settled. Enough was enough. Kirk tried to apologize. He sent flowers, messages, even a handwritten letter left at her boutique after hours. "You're my home. I was stupid. I see that now," he wrote. But Rasheeda never responded. Instead, she posted a photo the next morning, standing with her sons outside their new office space, captioned, "Building forward, with or without you." Jasmine, facing a tidal wave of backlash, posted a tearful video online, claiming she never said Kirk was the father that people assumed and ran with it. "I never confirmed anything," she cried. "I was just living my life. Y'all did this, but the world wasn't buying it." Screenshots of her old captions told a different story. The baby shower cake, the cryptic live streams, the baby frost #2 video. She hadn't said it in words, but she had fed the narrative with every post, every wink, every knowing glance. Her brand, her identity, had been built on implication, and now that the illusion had shattered, so had her relevance. Kirk, left in limbo, tried to salvage what he could. He posted a long video, finally admitting his emotional involvement with Jasmine. Even after swearing to Rasheeda he had cut all ties. "I didn't sleep with her," he claimed, "but I should have never let it get that far. I messed up again. And I might have lost the best thing that ever happened to me." The comments were brutal. Viewers weren't interested in remorse, they wanted change. And from Rasheeda, that's exactly what they were getting. She began quietly moving her name off all joint accounts. She secured her children's assets. She met with branding consultants to reframe her image as an independent powerhouse. Not the supportive wife to a man who couldn't stay loyal. And then, in the boldest move yet, she launched a new series on her YouTube channel titled Rebirth. The first episode featured her alone, sitting in her boutique, raw and unfiltered. "For years, I let people tell my story," she began. But not anymore. She didn't cry. She didn't rage. She told the story from her own mouth, how she forgave, how she rebuilt, how she kept choosing her family over herself, and how, one day, she realized the cost was too high. "You can love someone deeply and still outgrow their damage," she said. "You can wish them healing and still walk away." The video hit over 2 million views in 2 days. Women across the country praised her strength, her clarity, her grace. Rasheeda was no longer the woman behind Kirk. She was the woman who rose above him. But even as she healed, the world kept spinning. Jasmine, now months into her pregnancy, had gone quiet. Rumors swirled that the real father was a music producer from Houston, someone she had dated briefly during a break in communication with Kirk. The truth, however, no longer seemed to matter. Her reputation had been torched by her own hand, the drama had backfired, and Kirk, he faded from the public eye. For once, he had no comeback, no defense, no flashy interview to reclaim the narrative he had been exposed to many times. The fans had given him every benefit of the doubt and he had burned them. This wasn't just about cheating, it was about manipulation, deception, and selfishness so deep that even forgiveness could no longer reach it. Rasheeda, for all her silence, had emerged victorious not in a petty way, but in a liberated one. She had been the storm, the survivor, and now, the storyteller. And her story wasn't over. It was just beginning, ChatGPT said. The world expected tears, scandal, and emotional breakdowns from Rasheeda in the aftermath. But what they got instead was a woman transformed. The final wave of the Kirk-Jasmine fallout had crested, and as it crashed down, only Rasheeda was still standing tall. No dramatic interviews, no cryptic posts meant to stir the pot, just deliberate, steady moves toward reclaiming everything that was ever used against her. She wasn't here to entertain the drama anymore. She was here to outgrow it. Kirk, meanwhile, found himself completely isolated. His attempt at a half-confession only dug his hole deeper. A second wave of leaks followed, voice notes, old texts, and even private DMs to women who weren't Jasmine or Rasheeda. One particular message sent shock through his already crumbling fan base. Dated only for months prior, it read, "You're the piece I don't get at home. Let's keep this just between us." The recipient remained anonymous, but the damage was irreversible. Fans who once rooted for Kirk's redemption dropped their support like dead weight. His comments section became a graveyard of disappointed followers and furious ex-fans. Sponsors backed out. His appearances were cancelled. Even castmates began to distance themselves, many releasing subtle but unmistakable statements of disgust. And Jasmine, she tried to pivot, quickly rebranding herself as a wellness influencer, posting about new beginnings and energy healing while avoiding any acknowledgement of the courtroom scandal that obliterated her credibility. But it didn't work. Her comments were locked, her follower count plummeting by the thousands. The internet doesn't forget, and her attempts to reframe the narrative as misunderstood innocence fell flat. She had lost the public's curiosity, and worse, its sympathy. Back in Atlanta, Rasheeda was creating something new, something bigger than she had ever attempted before. With a new team, she launched a foundation aimed at helping women recover from betrayal and emotional abuse. Healing Hearts, as she called it, offered workshops, support circles, and grants to women who found themselves in relationships that mirrored the pain she had endured for years. Her launch video went viral again, this time, not for drama, but for depth. She wasn't just surviving. She was building something from her scars. In the video, she stood in front of a group of women, holding back emotion. "We're not here to bash anyone," she said. "We're here because we know what it feels like to carry someone else's damage while trying to keep our own souls intact. And we're done doing that." Women everywhere resonated with her. She had turned her most humiliating moment into a movement. Messages flooded in, thousands of stories, support, and donations. It wasn't just a foundation. It was a mirror of what Rasheeda had become, unshakable. Then, almost poetically, Kirk made one final attempt. He showed up unannounced at the Healing Hearts launch event, hoping for a moment of clarity, or, perhaps, redemption. Rasheeda spotted him from across the room. The music quieted. The staff grew tense. For a brief second, it felt like the past might try to claw its way into her future. He stepped forward, slowly. "I just want to say," he began. But Rasheeda, calm and steady, raised her hand and stopped him. "You've said enough," she whispered, not with venom, but with finality. The crowd erupted in quiet applause, not